Hi, Wowham fam, welcome back to our channel. I'm Debbie.
I'm Darren.
That's earbud.
It's a pot of earbud.
Darling, it's only pictures of herbs on the sides. They're not really real. Look, isn't he lovely?
Yeah.
Right, so we're on the last build of this set, people.
Yep, the fourth building out of 4.
You know what that means. It means a little bit of Nocturne Alley action going on.
Yep.
And most importantly, a whole lot of Weasley Wizard Wheezes.
Yay.
You can't contain yourself, can you? See?
No.
He's coming up.
He shall not be contained.
That's right. Now, you may have noticed, potentially noticed, have a wash in your bowl. That's it, mate. I've been writing down the pages whenever a figure's been there. Because, I think, as I said in the last build video, I haven't done any of the figures yet, but I will be doing them at the end of this. There is 2 reasons for that. One is I know there's sort of like a whole sign Hagrid Harry thing going on at the end, so it's sort of just makes it easier basically. So that's what we're doing.
Yep.
So guys, it's sort of sad, but I've been so looking forward to it. So we are gonna be orange and purpling the bricks out of you, I tell you.
Purpling?
Orange
and
purple.
There's loads of orange.
There's loads
what
of
I
orange.
Saw about,
There will be lots of purple as well, because that is the colours. Anyway, guys, let's get building. Right, guys, so that's it. We didn't bother videoing me putting together the figures.
No.
But first of all, I'm going to say about this, but I will show you them first. So this took me 14 hours.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Absolutely amazing, and definitely my favourite, which, to be fair, no, it would be. Now then, the figures.
Took a long time.
A few little tickles that I need to tell you about with these figures.
The figures took 1 hour 54 minutes to put together.
The reason being that their hands, unlike Lego, this unnamed brand has the hands not already on there. So
Alright.
it's a lot of pushing and shoving, and the same thing with the longer legs.
Are the arms already on there or not?
The arms aren't either, no.
No, I was going to say, because the arms are connected with Lego, aren't they?
So yeah,
You
so
just put the head on.
first of all, I think we'll start with Molly Weasley.
Yeah.
And yes, really strange scarring on her face, or shading on her face.
Now I've got these scars.
Does it show up on the thing as well, like that? Or
It does. It shows up more as the orange bits on her face.
yeah.
Yeah. Whereas from over here, it looks like a Joker. Where I'm sitting.
Yeah, it does a bit. But yeah, really cute, really pleased. I do apologise. I know I've got a little pot belly. It's called Mishka.
Yeah.
But she's lower down than usual. But yeah, so Molly, really nice touch because I hadn't had her before. Then we got Ginny Weasley.
Yeah.
Which I thought she was quite cute actually.
Yeah.
And the detail's so sweet as well.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to do the final three afterwards.
Yeah.
So first of all, or second of all, or third of all, really?
Third, actually.
Third and fourth of all. Right, so we got Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah.
And he's quite sweet. Disappointed there was nothing on the end of his cane.
There is with the Lego, isn't there?
I don't know. This, as I said, I know that there's got to be a certain amount of differences. And then you've got Draco in his Slytherin robes.
Yeah.
Again, very happy with him. Actually, what I'm going to do is I've got a wee bowl here. And I'm just going to pop the ones in that I've shown you.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm like. Yeah, that's right. Right, now then. This young gentleman.
Ollivander. Right?
Not sure actually. I thought he was the person that was on Flourish and Blots. But he could be Ollivander. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But yeah. He's quite cool. Actually, yes, he would be Ollivander. You're right. Because he came with...
Flourish and Blots has got an ice cream in his hand.
That's right.
Not Flourish and Blots. That's...
that's Florence Fortescue, that is. But yeah, no, he is Ollivander. You're quite right. He's got some severe dark sideburns going on. I think that they should perhaps been a light grey. Hence the confusion.
No, Flourish and
figures are not
Flourish
as good.
and Blots has got Draco and Daddy.
Lucius.
And it's got Molly and Ginny. Because that's when they had the book put in the thing.
Yeah. Actually, I was disappointed there wasn't a cauldron. Hang on. And Gilderoy. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yes.
He's pushing ahead of me. Right, so anyway,
he was there.
He's Ollivander.
Yeah.
Now then, this young man is Florence Fortescue, and he's the one that knows all about history of magic and ice cream. Yep. Not a bad thing to know about.
Yep.
Right, and then we have, of course, Gilderoy.
Yeah.
Lockhart.
Yeah.
And it's one of his books.
Yeah.
To be fair, why can I never remember his name?
Who?
The one that's in the wand shop.
Ollivander.
Thank you. Yeah, it's all right. I've got
his name's on the front of the bloody shop.
Well, my point is that he actually had a wand box and wand in it, separate, but I didn't bother keeping that out on show because, you know, the photographer for the Daily Prophet, can I just say, amazing.
Yeah.
I absolutely love him. What I will say is that the figures are definitely better quality when they come from Lego. There's no disputing that. There's several reasons I say that. First of all, right, so this is the main sign bit, and it's the quote that Hagrid said, in effect.
Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley.
I don't think, neither of us think he actually said welcome, Harry.
It could be welcome to Diagon Alley, because Harry is redundant.
I think it was welcome to Diagon Alley Harry, actually, but, you know,
Harry's redundant because he's talking to Harry anyway.
But the irony is, this would be when he came on the first year.
Yeah.
This is soot all round his face. Powder. That's right. So that's when they came through on the Chamber of Secrets, I think it was, with Molly Weasley.
Yeah. It's irrelevant because the other one.
But, you know.
But the shop that you've built there is the only one that was there because all the other ones have been destroyed or been left. Because that was the only shop that was left in there.
Yes, but this wasn't there when Harry went.
No, I know, but that was the only. But that was the only shop that was there when that was there, because all the other ones are closed down.
Right then, I'm just going to explain. For some reason, I had leftover bits.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I used a blank head that I had from a previous one.
Yeah.
And I also had another spare book and sticker. So I thought, well, everybody seems to fancy Gilderoy Lockhart, the old witches do.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be an ideal one to put in, like maybe the Quidditch supplies, like a dummy, like the other dummies they've got in there for the, you know, not Quidditch, Madame Mankins.
Yeah.
The school uniform, so on. Now, I'm going to show you Hermione and Ron. They're back to front, aren't they? Because I got 3 Harry heads and I didn't get a head for Ron or Hermione. So I've put Ron and Hermione's hair on Harry heads. So I had 3 Harry heads. Little disappointing. However, it does mean I can have them looking at the shop that way and you'll still know who they are.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. It's obviously one of those things that somebody was a bit too quick. Right, now then, this is, of course, the love potion. Now, this does not actually fit in the shop.
Right. It's not supposed to fit in the shop, though.
It's not supposed to fit in the shop, no. What I did was, it had one little doodad, and let's move that over there, and I put an extra one on I had in my thing. So basically, whoops, I can put that on there. Hang on, oh, for God's sakes. It's so much easier to do once you've got the doohickeys in there. I just feel like I'm sitting in the dark these days. It's the winter nights, I think, people. Right, there we go. Right, so yeah, I mean, now I remember in the shop itself, it would have been sort of in the window here, and then you had a cage full of pygmy puffs.
No, they went past. It was because it was sort of inside, because it wasn't in the front, but it was in like the passageway through. Right,
so first of all, I'm gonna show you, first of all, I will get to Fred and George in a moment. We've got the Diagon Alley bit, which I absolutely love, that goes into Knockturn Alley.
Yep.
And of course, then you've got this young man, the mock one. Yep. Now, it doesn't actually have any movement. I wish I hadn't done that now. Doesn't actually have any movement. Where?
Because when you move that up, there's a bit at the back that moves. Of the head.
Yes, it's not actually something that affects
anything.
No, it's really strange. And this is quite loose, but it does look good, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then you've got like the different stickery bits that I had to put on as it went through.
Yeah.
So then, of course, you've got 2 doors here as well. You've got the one door there, which does open, as does this one.
Yeah.
Now, I love this at the front. It's the classic purple and orange.
Dresses.
Yeah, basically. And, of course, down the front, I have put Fred and George. Or it could be George and Fred. Who knows? It's a mystery.
Forge.
Yes. This roof bit here, I don't know whether you noticed when you could see me putting it together, but this is probably the strangest roof I've done, because you did this piece as a separate section, not that odd, and then you sort of had to slide it in, and there's a little peg thing you had to wiggle into that end, and then you put on this end to close off this section from actually moving anywhere, which was actually quite cool. That amused me. And of course, you've got another one of their cute little lanterns.
Yeah.
We've got some stickers. So you've got Jinx off. That, of course, is the punchy glove that gave Hermione a black eye in the film.
Yeah.
And the edible dark mark.
Yeah.
Right. So we're pretty dark in here, so Darren might need to turn on some... Oh, right, fair enough then. Right, so you've got your till.
No.
You've got your scales.
You've got your scales.
Yeah. You've got Doxy, some dancing Doxies, is that?
Doxing dust.
Doxy dust. Yeah.
Doxing dust.
And there's different little packages and doohickeys. Then, of course, you've got all different lotions and potions and bits.
No, dancing Doxy, it says.
Dancing Doxy.
Right.
Yes, I know, but it says something down the other side, but you can't see it.
Right. No.
Then in the bottom drawer, I believe there's a crystal. Then you've got some sort of joke item and a cup of some sort.
Yeah.
Love the banisters.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them. Oh, that's handier, because you can see all the sparkly bottles and things as well, which is really wicked. Yeah. Behind this...
You turned it away from me.
Sorry. Behind this guy here, you know, the one in the window, that his body travels up and you can see it through the window bit, but you've got all potions and joke products this side.
Yeah.
Then you've got more boxes of joke bits and bobs. It's the lollies, and then on the top shelf you've got, I think, where they potentially make more different things and a few more bits and bobs, odds and ends, Wizard Weasley's snack boxes and so on.
Yeah. And
you can see the opposite side of the Diagon Alley bit.
Knockturn Alley.
Knockturn Alley. I keep saying that. I know what I mean. Right, so that's that round. Honestly, it was so much fun to put together.
Yeah.
But the figures, I will be honest with you, they can be a bit tough. It took
an hour and 54 minutes to do the figures.
Well, it can be quite tough to put your arms in, but I mean, a couple of their legs I had problems with as well, because on the adults' legs, they're tallest, they're not already in set, so you put them on, but a couple of them were a bit sort of not as clear as they should be to get on.
Yeah.
So I had to get the pliers out, and I was mucking around with that for ages, and you know, it was what it was, but really huge amount of fun, well worth it. I'm not even cross about the Harry heads. I'm more sort of like, I find it more amusing than anything else.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've got no doubt that I could contact them and they'll do what AliExpress places tend to do, which is say, you know, if you can place an order for a penny, they will send everything, because an order has to be placed to go through the AliExpress bit. Which, you know... Which
is good, because it protects you, because that means it actually has a...
tracking number,
and
they are liable.
As opposed to what they always used to do, is always send it out to you. And then it was a toss up whether you would get anything or not, wasn't it?
All I know is when I've had packs of diamonds and things like that go missing, not actual diamonds, diamond painting, the little plastic shiny things. I know that when I've had to pay a penny, as it were, I've always had them.
Yeah.
Whereas there have been other times before.
Yeah, it was a toss of a coin whether or not you get it, isn't it?
But every time I've spent a penny, they have actually sent the item.
Yeah, that's right, because it actually marks it as an item then, doesn't it?
You could argue it was, it was a lot of money, but I got a hell of a lot of use out. I mean, how much was it all added up together?
What, in time-wise?
Yeah.
Right.
For the whole lot.
We had 12 hours, 24 minutes for the first one, 8 hours, 8 minutes for the second one, 11 hours, 18 minutes for the third one, 14 hours, 15 minutes for the fourth one, and 1 hour, 54 for the figures. That is a grand total of 47 hours and 59 minutes. So 48 hours.
Now,
2 days. Complete.
It's a lot. It's something I get to keep. It's something I get that I can rebuild again if I want. Or take apart, put down, maybe put some other things up on the shelf and then have the excuse to make it all over again. I mean, it does leave itself open to do bits like that. But, excuse me. But if I'd have gone for a day out, or even a couple of days out, for the both of us, it would have been more than that. Actually, it wouldn't have been a couple of days out because you're talking over 48 hours.
Yeah.
So that's, 4 days out? If you go out for 12 hours?
Yeah.
Which most of the time, let's face it, we don't,
You'd probably go out for about 8 hours, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So 24.
So it'd
be 6 days.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so monetary-wise, I don't think it's bad. And, I mean, as I said, if I had the choice, of course I'd go Lego. But you're talking about 4 times the cost. And I just can't do that. But no, that being said, I think this is lovely. I'm really pleased. I'm really excited to show you guys when we got our shelving and that up and done and got.
Yeah.
There's been hold up on that because we didn't realise that...
Because Pink, you don't do shelves anymore. DIY shop that doesn't do DIY.
I keep yawning. I know. I know, his mum went in for something last year. It was a typical... Don't ask me what it was, I can't remember. But she was saying they'd stopped doing them as well. But the thing is, yes, you can buy wood on the internet and bits like that. But the whole point in going to a place like B&Q is you can see, because Darren likes to build things himself. And to be perfectly honest,
you can check the thickness of it, you can check...
Well, yeah, you can do it for purpose then, can't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, it's like it actually worked out cheaper when we were fitting out the shop to buy proper bookcases rather than all the materials for doing the bit. So, it did start happening, I suppose, back then. But, but at least you could still buy them still.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's actually going to be cheaper to buy... It's cheaper to buy a bookcase to use the bits of wood for than it is to buy the bits of wood.
We had actually got wood from an old bookcase that we sort of took apart. It wouldn't be any good as a bookcase, but it would be absolutely fine for shelving. It's just a bit shorter than we wanted. So we're going to think up a way of having it and then work out all the exciting things like brackets that I won't bore you guys with too late. But the point is, really love doing it. I'd recommend it. As I said, downside to 2 more Harry heads than we should have had. But we did have another set of clothes, so swings and roundabouts. Anyway, all that leaves us with, my lovelies, is please let us know, before that, please let us know what was your favourite shop bit.
Yeah.
What one do you like the best? What figure do you like the best? Some of them are pretty quirky, I'll tell you. And yeah, we would like to know. And if you could go in the said shops, what sort of things would you want to buy? You know, maybe a quill and some colour changing ink is your thing, or maybe a skiving snap box so you can vomit at your boss at work, sort of thing, puking pastels. Who knows? Personally, probably a pygmy puff and a broom. I may not be able to get on the broom, sit on the broom, but I can look at the broom. Hey ho. Right. So as I said, all that leaves us to say now is be different and a very merry unhoo-hoo to you. Boop.